Hi everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today I thought it'd be cool to start a weekend reading vlog, as that's something that I've never really done before, and I have some extra time this weekend, so I figured why not. So today I'm gonna kind of just go through my plans for this weekend reading. It's currently 10:40 a.m. on Saturday, and so I'm hoping to finish at least 2 books by tomorrow. That's probably not gonna happen, but we're gonna try it anyway. Books that I'm currently in the middle of right now is The Female of the Species by Mindy McGiggins, and this book has been so fun to read so far. I'm like a little less than halfway through it, and it's a pretty quick read to get through, so I don't really think I'm gonna have an issue with finishing this one this weekend. And I know this is a pretty popular book, so I'm sure many of you have probably heard of it, but basically it's sort of like a revenge story, and yeah, it's really great so far. It's definitely like a book that you can tell was written a while ago. Yeah, it was written in 2016, so some of the references and stuff are a bit outdated, but I still think it's like a pretty strong story, and it's held up over time really well. So yeah, I'm excited to finish more of this. And the next book that I'm in the middle of is actually The Godfather by Mario Puzo. And so I'm Italian, if you couldn't tell. And my boyfriend actually is also Italian, and he loves The Godfather. And I promised I would watch the movie with him, but I told him I wanted to read the book first. So I'm currently reading the book. I have been for 3 months now, and it's not bad. This book is not a badly written book. In fact, it's quite the opposite. I think it's, it has a strong sort of narrative voice, but it's just really, really slow. And there are certain parts where it's obvious that this book was written years and years and years ago. There's some comments in the book that I'm like, don't really like that, but overall, I think that it's still a really interesting story. I love mafia stories. I love that whole sort of subgenre, right? And so I don't want to stop reading it because it is interesting, and when I'm in it, I'm like, oh wow, that's cool, and I'm into reading it. And I do really want to watch the movie soon, so I'm hoping to finish this weekend. I'm about halfway through it. It's, again, kind of a heavier read, especially because, the font is, so tiny. But yeah, no, so I'm on page currently 193. So if I can even make, the 300-page mark by this weekend, that'd be great. Again, don't know if that's gonna happen, but we're gonna try. And so if all goes well and I end up finishing both those books, the next book that I'd love to start is Dune by Frank Herbert. Now, this is a book that has been widely known over the years. I believe it's a series. And there's a movie coming out that stars Timothy Chalamet and all those famous people, Zendaya. And I'm really interested in the trailers and stuff for that. So I figured, why not give it a go? So I'm gonna try and read a little bit of this, hopefully this week. I honestly do not know what this book is about, so we're gonna kind of jump into it blind and hope we figure it out along the way. So yes, I will keep you updated as I go. I think today I'm mostly gonna focus on finishing The Godfather, or at least making progress with The Godfather. So yeah, I'll update you later today. Okay, so change of plans. I decided that I am really in the mood for The Female of the Species, so I'm gonna read a little bit of that first, and then hopefully move on to The Godfather a little bit later. But yeah, I also have to do some editing and some filming later, so I'm hoping to make some more progress on this while I have time.
평행선처럼 좁혀
So I've decided to take a little break from reading, and I'm currently journaling. I'm making like a little fall planner spread. So yeah, I've really not made as much progress as I hoped. Right now I'm on chapter 29 of The Female of the Species. So I read a good 50-ish pages. And I honestly think I could finish this today if I really tried. So I'm gonna try and do that. I'm gonna finish journaling for a bit, pick this one up again, and then just save The Godfather for tomorrow. Okay, so I'm just about to head to bed, and I'm still not I haven't made too much progress, but hopefully I can get a little bit more reading done tonight, and then I will update in the morning. Except I do have to work tomorrow, so I don't think I'm gonna be able to get that much reading in, but hopefully I can at least finish this and make some progress with The Godfather. So I'll update you tomorrow. Good morning, friends. Actually, it's not the morning, it's like 12:30 p.m. I just got back from work and I wanted to give a little update. I'm still reading The Female of the Species. I know I can finish it. I just need to buckle down and do it. So for sure, this is getting completed today. And then The Godfather is not going to be completed today. If anything, I'll make maybe 10 pages of progress. I know myself, and I think that I might have to just kind of put that in the back of my to-do list for a bit because I really do want to start Dune, and I've been hoping to start it, and I'm aching to read it. So hopefully I can get The Godfather finished sometime this week, but honestly, I think that I might just have to put that on the back burner for now. But we'll see. Other than that, I'm gonna get reading, and then I'm gonna update you when I finish and maybe give a little bit of a summary or a wrap up. So yeah, that's the plan. So I was reading and I just came across this quote that I really liked, and I just wanted to read it for you. So this is on page 202 of The Female of the Species, and it says, "But boys will be boys, our favorite phrase that excuses so many things, while the only thing we have for the opposite gender is women, said with disdain and punctuated with an eye roll." I don't know what it was about that line. I just thought it was really powerful. Yeah, and it's definitely food for thought, so but yeah, I'm gonna go back to reading now. Hi everyone, so it's actually Monday. Sorry for the lack of updates, but I did manage to finish The Female of the Species this weekend, and it was so good. I adored this book with every fiber of my being. I feel like a lot of contemporary books sort of end happily, whereas in this story, the story did not end happily at all. And I think that was so unique of the author, and I loved it. I almost cried. I didn't, but I almost did, which is crazy because I rarely cry during books. So I really think that you guys should check out this book if you haven't read it yet, because it's so good. And I loved the writing style of it. I felt like every chapter kind of left you on I feel like every chapter kind of left you on a cliffhanger. And so there was never a dull moment. And I truly think that if you're someone who enjoys sort of twists and turns and surprises and things like that, this book definitely has it all. The one thing I will say is I rated this book 4.5 out of 5 stars. And this is solely because I think that the one romance in this book maybe progressed a little too fast for my taste, which again is totally a preference thing, and it says nothing bad about this book at all. But just personally, I would have liked to see a little bit more build up to the big relationship. But overall, this book was beautifully written. It was done so well. The chapters are really nice and short, and I think that adds to its sort of pace. It's very fast paced, so you're not sitting there waiting for ever for something to happen. Things happen on every page. It's crazy. Yeah, it was just a wild read. I guess that's the only way I can really describe it without giving too much away. I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but make sure you check out the trigger warnings if you're thinking about reading this book. just because there's some heavier topics. And it's definitely not a happy book by any means, but I think it discusses some really important issues, and it handles a lot of really tough subjects with a lot of care, and I think that that's really important and really amazing to see. So other than that, I don't really have anything else to say about The Female of the Species, except that it was a 4.5 out of 5-star read, and I recommend it to you guys. So unfortunately, I did not get to make any progress on The Godfather whatsoever, which isn't great. And I'm definitely hoping to get to that this week. Hoping to finish it by this week, fingers crossed. Again, I don't know if that's gonna happen. I hope it does, but unless it like really picks up, I'm not like too invested in it right now, just because it's a little slow. So I'm really hoping that it picks up, but my expectations are low. So yeah, I think this is the reason that I haven't maybe been reading as quickly as I have in the past, just because I've been working on this book for so long, and so every other book that I pick up I feel like takes me longer to read. So I'm hoping to just get through this as soon as possible so I can move on to my other reads that I'm so excited about, like Dune, and I know I want to get to The Silent Patient soon, and I'm hoping to make some more progress on those this weekend as well. So I will update you guys in the next video about my reading plans, and hopefully I can get some more fun content from you guys. I felt like this whole video was just me saying that I love The Female of the Species, which is true when it's not like untrue. But I'm thinking about maybe going book shopping at some point, either this week or next week. So I will try and take you guys along with me when that happens. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to check out my socials and my stationery shop that I have linked below. If you didn't know, I make stickers and stationery, and I sell them on Etsy. So if you're interested in checking that out, the links are in the description, as well as on my page on YouTube. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.